This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
Breaking news, a strong earthquake rattling Southern California this afternoon. Cameras capturing the shaking felt across the region. Thanks for joining us. I'm Giovanna Lara in for Colleen Sullivan.
I'm Ellen Leva. You're watching Eyewitness News at 3 live on ABC7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. The 4.4 earthquake struck about 12:20 this afternoon. The epicenter located in Highland Park. Shaking was felt across the region from downtown LA to Inglewood and as far as Glendora and Hammett. We have live team coverage of the quake with Sid Garcia, Leo Starworth, and Shayla Girardin getting reaction from shaken SoCal residents. Let's begin with Sid Garcia live in Highland Park, where nerves are frayed after the sudden jolt. Sid?
This is one of those things where it really got you going, because I was at a drive-through restaurant just basically ordering food, and then the cashier started reacting to the earthquake. At first I thought somebody hit me in my car, then realized nobody behind me. Then it was like, here we go again. It's another earthquake, and this one really caught our attention. On our way here to Highland Park, though, LA City Fire was on what they call their earthquake protocol, where all of their fire stations, just over 100 of them, sent engines out to check their area for damage. At the Highland Park station, firefighters here gave us the thumbs up that everything was okay. The 4.4 quake hit around 12:20 this afternoon, and it was centered here in Highland Park. I was in Glendale at a drive-thru when it happened and felt it there. At first, I thought someone had rear-ended me, but you know what? Everything was fine. It was still shaking up. But let me tell you something. The folks we talked to here, they said what they felt was pretty scary.
So I was doing yoga in my living room, trying to zen out, and then just felt, like rumbling. My dog was freaking out, and I've experienced earthquakes before, so I kind of knew the feeling, but it was spooky. It was a big one.
So we're in the second story of an old historic building that's over 100 years old, and I thought the whole thing was going to collapse. Thank God it's steel enforced, but the lights were shaking. All of our glass doors were coming off of the walls and then hitting the walls back again. It was pretty crazy.
I felt what I thought was construction below me, and then I looked around and saw everything shaking. I was like, wait, this is an earthquake. I got in a doorway.
Scary?
Still scared. Truly scared.
It was a big roll. I felt it in my studio, which is just a block from where we're standing, and it was very, very scary.
Is this your first one?
It's not my first, but it was probably the scariest I've had in a long time.
This definitely wasn't my first one. I still remember the Silmar quake from 1971. However, the good news is, fire department telling us, no reports of any damage. Folks frayed some nerves, but no injuries reported so far. Live in Highland Park at the epicenter, I'm Sid Garcia, ABC7 Eyewitness News. Guys, back to you.
Sid, thank you. And nearby Pasadena experiencing some problems from the quake. Inside Pasadena City Hall, someone ended up stranded in an elevator and a water line ruptured.
We continue our live team coverage with Eyewitness News reporter Leo Starworth. Leo?
Yeah, given folks here in Pasadena, and we're just outside of City Hall, mind you, but given that Pasadena was so close to the epicenter of that quake, the folks here really felt the jolt. Here's more. With all of the shaking in Pasadena, water main at City Hall ruptures, sending water spewing. Inside of the building, workers frantic, dropping under tables. Terrified person trapped in an elevator. Pasadena Fire eventually freeing the person from the malfunctioned elevator. Work crews shutting off the water to the ruptured pipe, leaving the pavement outdoors a soggy mess. Pasadena Fire mobilizing all hands.